All right, everybody. How are you? Orlando here from Head Trader Alert to Trade, and what I'm looking here is at the S&P 500. So I am creating a trading plan for non-farm payrolls. If you want to trade the S&P 500 with me, don't miss my show later today because markets move so quick that I'm not going to be able to send a signal to our VIP group. This is going to be for live traders only. Now, let's have a look at what I'm expecting here on the S&P 500. But first of all, let's go and I'm going to show you what happened on the last non-farm payrolls. Right? Let's go back to September the 2nd here on Forex Factory. Right? And as you can see, non-farm payrolls they didn't hit expectations. Right? Last month. Most importantly, even though we had positive numbers on non-farm payrolls that beat the expectations, added jobs to the economy did not beat the previous month's added jobs to the economy by far. More importantly, the unemployment rate spiked to 3.7% from 3.5%. So this is bad numbers on non-farm payrolls last month, and I was looking for charts, and this happened. Right? This is what happened last month. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just do this. Right? This is what happened last month. This was the setup for last month. First of all, beforehand, I'm eyeballing this because I did not have this. I mean, I just deleted all of this, right? And this is what I was looking at pre-non-farm payrolls last month, right? A demand zone and a supply zone, right? Price was trading inside of this range, and as you can see, liquidity being buy-side liquidity being built up here, sell-side liquidity being built up here, right? Now, this is pretty obvious what happens before non-farm payrolls. We have a range in place with liquidity to the upside and liquidity to the downside. That liquidity gets taken out before the actual move, always. Now, what you're going to, because non-farm payrolls did not or missed expectations, right? What bad non-farm payrolls Friday? I was looking for shorts, but going short on the delivery of the news is a bad idea. What you need to understand is that this liquidity has to be taken out before the actual move to the downside. And if it were good news, then this liquidity has to be taken out before the move to the upside. So what happened is that because it was bad news, this liquidity got taken out just to hit my supply zone, just before the actual move or the actual dip on bad news. So that's what happened last month, and this month, this is my trading plan. This is my trading plan, mates. I'm gonna go very quickly on to this. So I have two zones. One to the upside, one to the downside. To the downside, I have the demand zone. To the upside, I have the supply zone. We have liquidity being built up to the upside, liquidity being built up to the downside. Again, I'm just eyeballing it, but same. I mean, the setup is the same. The setup is the same. Setup is the same. A range might take place here. We are like 3.5 hours from non-farm payrolls. So, and this is the 10-minute chart. So we might see that what the hell? That range being built up here, right? So that range being built up here. Now, for this month, same thing. I'm going to trade it live. So I will be on 30 minutes before the non-farm payrolls news hit the markets, explaining this, and I'm going to have my squawk on. And if let's go and let's have a look at this month expected data. If we have a clear red non-farm payroll days, meaning that if an employment rate increases and the added jobs to the economy do not beat expectations, and the previous month's added jobs to the economy or the previous month's jobs, I'm going to look for shorts, but I'm going to look for this liquidity to be taken out first. And if it's the opposite, then and we have a very good non-farm payroll day, then I'm going to look for this liquidity to be taken out before the move to the upside. Now, it sounds pretty simple, but it's very volatile times in the market. So, if you want to trade that with me, just join my show later on. But this is my plan. This is how I trade non-farm payrolls. If this makes sense to you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join my show later today. Cheers.